Hello, hello. Good evening. Happy weekend. Hello. How are you today? Good. Good evening. How are you today? Happy weekend. Hello. Good evening. How are you today? And where are you watching from? Good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Good evening. How have you been? How have you been? Let me know in the comment section today. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first time seeing this face, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, also known as Lady C. I'm broadcasting live from London, England. I live in London, England. How are you? And where are you watching from? Let us know where you're watching from. What have you got planned for the weekend? Tell us. Let's chat. I'm Cecilia. What is your name? Where are you watching from? Let us know. What time have you got where you're watching from? Let us know, please. Good evening and happy weekend in advance. I'm Cecilia, and today we are going to be talking on how to gain self-confidence. How do you gain confidence as a person? Look at me looking at you straight in the eye. This is me speaking with you confidently. I'm looking at you straight in the eyes, you know. So how do you build self-confidence? Was I always like this? Are we born with self-confidence? Can we build it? Is it a muscle that we can all build? So let's have this conversation. Let me know what you think on the comment section below. Are we born with confidence? Are we born, or are we not born with confidence? But as babies, as little babies, you just can do anything. You can do anything. So I think this is my opinion. I think as babies, we are born with plenty of self-confidence because we do whatever we want to do. We try new things as babies. We fall, we get up, we fall, we get up, we stand up, we try again. You know, but as we go through life, we are told things that we cannot do and things that we can do. So the world kind of batters our confidence, our self-confidence that we are born with, is taken away from us by people telling us things we cannot do, things we can do, you know. So with time, we are like, we can't do that, but we can. And it's a muscle. We can all build self-confidence. We can. So how do we build self-confidence? But you tell me on the comment section, do you think we can build it? Are we born with self-confidence? Are we born with self-confidence? Tell me in the comment section, please. Let's chat. This is a conversation. This is not a monologue. It's a conversation. Let's talk, please. Because confidence is a skill. It's a muscle that we can all build with time. Just like any other muscle. If you practice speaking in public for some time, you are going to speak in public all the time without even thinking. Hello, 40 boom, boom. Hello, boom. I like the name. How are you? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Today we are talking about self-confidence, and I'd like to tell you that I actually published my first ever book. Yay, I'm so happy. It took me 2 years. This is the book. It's on Amazon. And one of the topics in my book is confidence. So I think that is what I want us to share today. So please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We are going to be talking a lot about the book. This book is about 7 lessons that were passed down to me by my father. I wasn't always this confident. I couldn't come here and talk in front of people. But you know what? I have trained, I have practiced day in, day out to be able to come out and speak my mind, to be able to come out as a human. When you work in organizations, sometimes you can't talk. Sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, what are they going to think? But it gets to that, you come to that place where you have to stand up and speak. You have to stand up in public and speak in front of people. And everyone can do it. I know a lot of people are scared of talking, of speaking in public. A lot of people are scared of public speaking as well. We can all do it. You can build the confidence to stand in front of people and talk. We can all do it. Please do subscribe to the channel. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. So can we build that self-confidence? Can you remember the first time you rode a bicycle? Let's start from there. Can you remember? How was it? You tell me. It's all in the book. How was it? If you can drive a car today, can you remember the first time you went for your driving test? Can you remember? How was it? Daunting, isn't it? I remember the first time I rode a bicycle, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. Let me take off my shoes. I remember saying, I cannot do it. I can't ride. I was like shaking. But now, today, I can drive. I can ride a bicycle with my eyes closed. And we can all do it. Self-confidence is a muscle that we can all build. We can all build with time. Let me just tell you a very short story. When I was in primary school, I had this teacher. And one day in class, she asked a question, and I wasn't paying attention. So I could not answer the question. I wasn't even paying attention. And she just went, you. And I turned and I couldn't answer the question. And she said, stand up. And I stood up. And she asked another girl, and because the girl was paying attention, the girl gave her the answer straight away. And then she said to the girl who answered the question to tell me that I wasn't fit to be in that class for that one question. Just imagine what that did to my confidence. So sometimes people will say things to you that will dent your confidence. But what do? Do you sit there and cry and talk about it and feel sorry for yourself? No. You have to work on your self-confidence on a regular basis. It's like building your muscle. So we all can fix our self-confidence. Because as kids, as children growing up, we could do anything. We could skip in front of people, But as you grow older, you're being told the things that you can do and the things that you cannot do. And whether we accept it or not, with time, our self-confidence is being dented. You get to a place, there's something you can actually do, but you are like, oh my goodness, what if I don't get it right? What if I get it right? What if I don't get it right? What will people think? Oh my goodness, I can't. No, I'm not taking chances. We are like that, But I think that what people do to your confidence, what people say, is up to them. You can't stop people from saying what they want to say, But what actually matters is how you see yourself, how you respond to the things, your environment, the things that are said to you. How do you respond to them? It's got a lot to do with your confidence, And you have to try new things all the time. Try new things, take on new challenges. When you try new things and you accomplish them, time after time after time, you will build your self-confidence. If you want to run the marathon next year, and you start by taking 10 steps today, when you accomplish your 10 steps today, you're happy with it, you celebrate your 10 steps, and then tomorrow you take 20 steps, and each time you accomplish a task, make sure you celebrate yourself in your own way. It mustn't be big, but do something. Just celebrate yourself. Oh my goodness, I ran around the blocks 4 times today. I'm happy with myself. I did it. It's something, you accomplish a task, you're happy with yourself, you praise yourself, and that's how you build your self-confidence, by doing, by taking new challenges, by building. It's a muscle. You build it over time, you know. Hello, guys. How are you doing today? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I'm Cecilia. I'm broadcasting live from London. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please do not forget to share, like, and just subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe for more videos like this. I do comedy as well. I'm a stand-up comedian in London. I'm still honing my craft, and I love speaking in public. I speak in public, and I wasn't like this. I had to build myself one step at a time and one day at a time. So I'm just happy to announce to everyone watching that I wrote this book. It's 7 lessons from my father. 7 lessons. As we speak, you can have it for 0.99p on Amazon. You can pre-order the Kindle copy for 0.99p for a week. It's packed with knowledge passed down to me by my father. And you know what? The knowledge that my dad passed on to me have made me the person I am today. Yes, as a little girl growing up in Africa, I had to go through a lot. There were a lot of challenges, but I overcame them. And my dad passed on when I was in primary school. I was still a very little girl when my dad passed on. But I stand here today, strong, speaking to you, because of the lessons he passed on to me. And I'm happy to share them. So it's a memoir with 7 stories from my childhood, where I grew up, and the little fights I had in school growing up, and things like that, you know. And one of the lessons in this book is building your self-confidence, So, and sometimes when we do things and we fail, we think, oh my goodness, I'm not good at anything. When you fail at something, if you should fail today at anything or tomorrow, know that it's not because you're not good enough. Remember that fail itself means first attempt in learning. You're just learning. So when you fail, get up and go again. Get up and carry on trying, carry on going, carry on moving. That is how you build your self-confidence. You fall, you get up, you rest for a little bit, you dust yourself, and you carry on moving. When you try it today, you don't get it right, you try it tomorrow, know that one day you will get it right. And when you get it right, make sure you celebrate yourself, celebrate those little accomplishments, those little milestones. If you can celebrate them, you will feel the sense of accomplishment, the sense of satisfaction. You will have that feeling, of, oh my God, I did it. And that will help you in taking on more challenges, different things in life. You will not be scared of taking up new things, new jobs, you know. So, and we have to be kind to ourselves. You have to be kind to yourself. You have to learn to forgive yourself. Forgive you. Sometimes we do things and we beat ourselves a lot. Sometimes we beat ourselves for mistakes that we made 5 years ago. You're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this. But it's 5 years ago. Move on. So we all have to learn to forgive ourselves. We have to learn to do that. And another thing is, sometimes we don't know how to say no. You're not confident. We are not confident enough to say no when we cannot do things for people. Those are some of the things that you would have to learn to say no. I cannot. No, I cannot. Next time. This time. And no is a whole sentence. No, you can't. This time. It does help you to focus on you sometimes. That is something we have to learn. on a regular basis. So it's self-confidence again. So you build your self-confidence by by taking up new tasks, by taking up new tasks, doing um taking up new tasks, and you make sure you accomplish them. When you take on new tasks, make sure you accomplish them, and then you go to the next. And when you accomplish a task, make sure you celebrate, no matter how small it is. Make sure you celebrate. That is how you build your confidence, by doing things, by taking up new tasks, new challenges in life. It could be at work, it could be personal. You have to take up new things. Just as I said earlier on, do you remember the first time you rode a bicycle? What feeling did you have? It wasn't you didn't do it smoothly and seamlessly. No, I'm sure you felt the first time I rode a bicycle, I was covered in mud, you know, but I had to do it over and over, and I got it right in the end, and I was happy to do that, to accomplish that. So we can all rebuild. I say rebuild our self-confidence, because we are born, I think this is what I think we're all born with confidence, but we lose it over time, because the society dents our confidence by telling us we cannot do this, you can't do that, you're not good at that, you're too short for doing that, you're too tall. So the dent, your confidence, is your self-confidence is being dented over time, over and over again, you know. So you get to a point where you just think, I can't get in a room, I can't get in that room. No, everyone is looking at me. There are some people that when you speak to, they cannot look at you straight in the eyes. They can't. They just can't. You know, we don't know what something might have happened in the past that have made them to become the person that they are today, or who they are today. So it takes time. Once you realize, or once you recognize that, oh my goodness, my self-confidence has gone too low, you have to start rebuilding yourself. You have to start rebuilding yourself. And how do you do that? You do that by taking up new challenges in life. New challenges in life, doing new things, trying new things. You just have to keep on going. And always remember, it's a muscle like every other muscle. It's a muscle, you can build it over time. You know, and that is what I think I have done over time. I've fallen, I've failed, different things have happened over time. But then you fall, you get up, you work on yourself, you forgive yourself for things you're doing that are getting you to that point where you cannot move forward. Sometimes you just have to forgive yourself, and it's always good to build positive relationships. It's good to stay around people who would lift you, people who will not judge you all the time. Because remember, we make mistakes. We are only humans. No one is perfect. Perfection is a myth. No one is perfect. We make mistakes every day. Every day we make mistakes. And if you don't surround yourself with people who would uplift you, people who would tell you, okay, yeah, you did that wrong, forget about it. Forget about that, and you know what, move on with life. Today is a brand new day. Take on today as a fresh day, then you are in trouble. Please build positive relationships. Build and stay around people who would uplift you, people who would push you up, people who would bring the best out of you. Okay, let me tell you a very short story. I've got a friend at the moment. I am outspoken. I've got a friend who is very quiet. That is why I would say you should not compete with anyone. Don't compete with, and it just kills your confidence, because we are all different. My friend is very quiet, but very intelligent and very strategic. I am not very quiet. For example, if we have to walk into a room today, she will go, Celia, you go first. Celia, you go first, you know. And I trust her so much because when she says you go first, I know that she's looked around, she's evaluated the whole place. She would go like, okay, Celia, you go first, and she would come behind. And I always listen to her because all the advices that she's given me over the years are very productive. I would speak up, but she is very quiet. So what are we doing in this case? We bounce off each other. She's quiet, intelligent, strategic. I would go first and talk, you know, but she would come. She's very calm, very collected, but very intelligent, you know. So she's got her own strengths, and I've got my own strengths. So we work together. So that is why I would say that it's good to hang around people who would impact your life positively. Run, have relationships, you know, with people who bring out the best in you, not people who will tell you, oh, you did that yesterday, you're not good. Failing or failing at anything does not make anyone a failure. If you fail at something, you're not a failure. You're learning. We are all learning through life. We learn on a regular basis. So that is how you build your confidence. Don't compete with anyone. It's not a good thing. You know, once you start, we are not the same. No two human beings are the same. Even twins are not the same. Sometimes you meet twins, a girl and a girl, they look identical, but they don't like the same thing. They cannot even stay in the same room because they don't like the same colors. You know, so no two people are the same. We are all different. However, we have got our strengths, you know. And if you can stay around people who would tell you, look at, you know what, you're good at public speaking, why don't you go and try speaking in public? Oh my God, you're good at writing. People who would see the best in you and push you and bring the best out of you. So that is another thing that would, you know, build your confidence. Staying around people who would pull you down all the time it's never helped anyone, and it will never help anyone, you know. So I think those are the points I've got to share with you today. Always remember, you can build your self-confidence. It's a skill. It can be built. Just like any muscle, you can build it over time by working, by trying new things, taking on new challenges. Sometimes there are some people who cannot speak in public. You can just go traveling. You can just travel to a country like Germany, for example. If you live in England, you can go to Germany. It will be difficult for you to communicate to people, you know, but if you do it, you go to Italy this time, it's not easy. You go to Germany, you go to France. Once you do that over and over, you will be able to communicate with people. You will be able um to overcome those challenges that you have in life, you know. So that is how you build your self-confidence. And as I said, this is the book, 7 Lessons from My Dad. It's on Amazon. There you go. It's on Amazon, and you can have it for 0.99p for the next 7 days. You can pre-order. You've got all the lessons passed down to me. Yes. So you've got 7 lessons from my father. So there you go. Can you see that? Get a copy from Amazon. Okay. And let me know what you think about self-confidence. You know, are we born with self-confidence? Can we build it? As I said, it's a muscle. We can build it. You know, do let us know, or do let me know your what you think or your thoughts on today's topic. Share your thoughts, what you think. And if you know how we can build self-confidence in your own way, let us know on the comment section below. And if you come across this video at any point in time, please make sure you share your thoughts with us on the comment section. We want to hear your thoughts on the comment section. And I'd say that always remember, self-confidence is a muscle that you can build over time. You can build over time. So It might take time, but you can always build your self-confidence. Do not think that you cannot build it. And I think we are born with self-confidence, and over time it's been dented by the society, by people telling us things we can and cannot do. So always remember, you can build your self-confidence as a person. You can build it at any time. You have to work on it by trying new things. Make sure you try new things all the time. Okay? Make sure you try new things all the time. That is how you build your self-confidence. I think we have come to the end of today's video, or today's topic was self-confidence. It's a very important topic, I think. And what I'll say as well is, when you want to speak to anyone, please, I'll just show you some positions. Don't speak bending your head down. If you have to speak to anyone, look at them in the eyes. You know, that is how you have conversations with, with people in a way that shows that you've got confidence. You have to look at people in the eyes. You have to don't don't fidget like you're speaking to someone and you're fidgeting. You know, it just shows that you don't have confidence in yourself. You just fidget. Sometimes because you're shy, you know. So make sure make sure and always remember. Let me conclude by saying that you should make sure and always remember. Always remember, self-confidence is a muscle. You can build it by trying new things and by taking on new challenges. I think we've come to the end of today's video. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care of yourself. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you. All the best always. And until next time, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. Take care and bye-bye. Bye for now. Bye.